I get it. You're one of those kind. You're used to having the lap of luxury. You're looking for quality, exceptional service, and one-of-a-kind amenities and experiences. Okay, would you pay $1.7 million for it? I've got to tell you about this cruise coming up that cost $1.7 million. That is for 2 people. Want to hear more about it? And would you do it? Let's dive right in. Hello everyone, it's Cynthia, your host. Welcome back to today's show. We're talking about a $1.7 million cruise. And before you just throw your hands up and say that's ridiculous, that's crazy, I want you to listen to this story, because after I explain to you what is included, you might just decide to break into the piggy bank. There's a lot to unpack for this world cruise. We're going to talk about Regent Seven Seas, and as you know, that is an ultra luxury cruise line. They are a very exclusive line that have smaller ships that sail to places that the larger ships just aren't able to get to. And because of the smaller size of passengers, there's a larger crew to passenger ratio. You're giving exceptional service, and these cruise lines are all inclusive. All right, that's just a little bit of history about Regent Seven Seas. And I do have other videos about these luxury cruise lines. Just take a look at some of my videos in the library, and I do have other videos about what you can expect when you are talking about those ultra luxury lines. So we're talking about ultra luxury here, right? Well, we're also talking about a world cruise, and this world cruise is traveling to 6 continents, 40 countries, and 73 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So this bad boy, it's going to some wonderful places. This is a 140-day world cruise. All right, so we've got, we kind of understand now what this is all about. It's not just like a $1.7 million cruise for, 8 days. Nothing like that. I'm going to get into some of the locations. I'm going to get into the nuts and bolts, because I really want to know, would you do it? All right, here's some more information. Let's talk about the ship. We are talking about the Regent Seven Seas Splendor. The Seven Seas Splendor was launched in 2020, so it's not a brand new ship. It is a ship that's 4 years old. Certainly not an old ship either. The Regent Seven Seas Splendor is an Explorer class ship. This ship is able to host 746 guests, and there are 548 crew. There are 373 suites. And I think I forgot to mention that this ship has only suites. All 373 rooms are suite. There are 10 decks. The ship is 735 feet long, 102 feet wide, and there's a tonnage of 55,498. So an elegant, smaller ship. And look at that guest to staff ratio. 746 guests are able to be aboard, and there are 548 crew. I like it a lot. All right, so that's a little bit about the ship itself. Well, let's talk about the itinerary for this world cruise. The ship is going to leave out of the port of Miami. They will stop at 71 different ports. You can imagine it's going to take you to some great places. I'm going to tell you where. It's going to the Caribbean, the Pacific Islands, Australia, New Zealand. It'll stop in Asia, Africa, and Europe before the trip ends in New York. So it's going to travel to all those bucket list places we probably only heard of before, maybe even some places we've never heard of before. 71 ports, yeah, it's going to be a humdinger. That's the word I'm going to use. Guests aboard this cruise are going to travel over 3 different oceans, have 480 shore excursions with 14 overnight stays. So there's the setup. We know where this cruise will be headed to. We know how many days. We know some of the places, what you can expect. But that's not really the reason that this will cost you $1.7 million. We still haven't even got to that. The real reason that this will cost $1.7 million for two double occupancy is the room that you're staying in. I got to show you this room. It's all about the Regent Suite. The Regent Suite is said to be one of the largest suites ever constructed on a luxury cruise ship. How large is this suite, you might ask? Let me tell you. This suite is 4,443 square foot, which is just unheard of for a cruise ship. Cruise ships are notorious for having small staterooms. This is like, wow. Let me tell you what you can expect inside this cruise room. This suite has 2 bedrooms, and with these bedrooms, you will have handcrafted Hason's Vividus mattresses and beds. I'm gonna put the spelling of that, Hason's Vividus, because I'm probably butchering the name. But however you pronounce it, that in of itself is supposed to be worth $200,000 worth of bedding. Of course, you would expect in a room this size to have a living room, which you do, as well as a dining room. But would you expect to have your own spa in this room? Well, you will. Inside of this 4,443 square foot room, there is an in-suite spa. And it's called a spa retreat because why wouldn't it be a retreat if you had a spa in your own room? Wow. In this spa, you will find a personal sauna, a steam room, and a jacuzzi, all for the 2 of you. Of course, with a room this large, the balcony has to be something spectacular, and there are 2 that you can head out into, and both of them have their own heated mini pool spa. So it's not quite big enough to be considered like a regular size pool, and it's definitely way too big to be considered like a jacuzzi or a spa. So it's called a pool spa, and they're heated. Inside the suite, some of the fixtures that you can expect to find are marble with crystal chandeliers, hand-blown vases, rare lithograph paintings by Pablo Picasso, and a Steinway Grand Baroque piano. You know, I always wonder about cruise cabins that have pianos. Like, do people actually go on a cruise and sit down and, bang on the keys? Do they knock out some songs while they're there on the cruise? I don't know. I've never had a cabin with a piano in it yet, but when I do, I can come back and let you know. I was just checking, just wondering. Let's continue on. And from this beautiful veranda, both of them, because there are 2, you will have 270-degree unobstructed views of the ship's bow as you arrive in each port. So now you have some of what the inside of this gigantic room looks like. Is that enough to make you pay $1.7 million for 2? Not yet. There's more. When you book this suite, of course you have your own butler, and he will be there to do all sorts of things for you. Get your food, get your reservations, pack your clothes, take them to the laundry, unfold, put away your things, all the things that butlers do. When you stay in the suite, you are also guaranteed any of the specialty restaurants on all of the nights that you are staying there, and you're guaranteed a reservation. You will have access to complimentary cocktail parties for 8, a dinner with a senior ship officer, personal training sessions, and access to a private dining room. They're sweetening the pot now, right? Okay, so remember, it's already all inclusive. Your drinks, your food, it's all included. But on top of that, you get all these extra perks and things that I just shared with you. Yep. Okay, you can start to see maybe where the value would come in, but we're still not done. There is still more. And I guess you say, well, there should be. It's $1.7 million for 2 people. And yes, the room is bigger than most people's homes, but I still want more. Well, don't worry. There is more. But before I tell you the last of the more, I'm going to take this opportunity to invite you to subscribe to the channel. Right Recipe for Travel is on a bold mission to get to 10,000 subscribers before the middle of July. and I know we can do it. So to all of you who are thinking about it, stop thinking. Just go ahead and do it. Join and be part of our family and our community. All you have to do is tap down on that subscribe button. You then will be notified when all of the videos drop. You can become part of the family, and we would love for you to be part of the community. We give out chats sometimes in our community tab. We have a Facebook page, so come and join us. You are welcome here. And this is for anybody who enjoys cruising, cruise news, traveling. So if that is you, or if you know somebody that you think would enjoy this, share the video with them. I thank you so much in advance for all of you who have just decided to join the station. Welcome to the family. Now, let's get back to what you can expect for $1.7 million. Included in the price of the stay at the Regent Suites, you will also get first class airfare, round trip, domestic, and if you are an international flyer, you will get complimentary business class airfare, round trip. You also receive round trip transportation to and from the airport, as well as priority boarding on embarkation day, a delivery of up to 3 daily newspapers, personalized stationery, shoe shine service, a direct dial satellite phone at your disposal, in-suite caviar service, 5% savings on Regent Choice shore excursions, 5% savings on pre or post-cruise hotel or land programs, a 10% discount on premium wine and liquor, priority online shore excursions and dining reservations. You get their Regent bathrobes and slippers, a welcome bottle of premium champagne, daily canapes, a selection of aromatic fragrances for your suite, and one of the best amenities that I've ever heard of. When the ship arrives and docks and you have the opportunity to have a shore excursion, you get a free car and a guide when you go ashore. What? What do you think? Is it worth the money? Now, after learning all of that, are you tempted? Would you do this world cruise and stay in the Regent Suite for $1.7 million for 2? I know, not all of us have it, but if you did, would you? And could you dream it? Could you see yourself doing it? Exactly. I would love to know what your thoughts are about Regent Seven Seas and this world cruise. Let us know. And if any of you have taken a world cruise before, or you plan to take this cruise, I definitely would love to hear your comments. Please let us know. I will also leave my information in case you would like to book this very cruise or any other, because I am a travel agent with Luxrally Travel, and I would be very happy and delighted to book this cruise for you or any other. Let me know. I'll link my information in the description below. Thank you so much for sticking with us to the end, and I thank you again to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you at the next adventure.